Hi, I'm Max Spainhour.
And I'm Troy McCormick. Welcome to Indiana Outdoor Adventures. Welcome to Indiana Outdoor Adventures. We're at Muscatatuck Park today for the Dino bike race. And Brian, tell us a little bit about what Dino is.
Dino stands for Do Indiana Off-Road, and we produce mountain bike races, trail running races, some multi-sport races which include running, biking, and also swimming or kayaking. And we actually have a kids camp too to train kids how to do some of our favorite outdoor activities.
And you ride all over the state.
Yes, we do. Our mountain bike race series in particular goes all over Indiana. We have a couple in northern Indiana and several in southern Indiana, so we're all over the state of Indiana.
And today's race is a mountain bike race.
Yes, it is.
Great. And we've got Cat 1 and Cat 2 today. Tell me about the race that's just now getting ready to start.
We have Cat 1 racing, which is, they are our top riders. We have some pro riders. We have Cat 1, which is our top level. Then we have Cat 2. They're sort of an intermediate level. They like to compete, but they're not quite at that level yet. And then we also offer Cat 3 and Intro. Cat 3 is sort of a semi-competitive beginner level race, and Intro is for first-timers.
Okay, well, good. And the race today, we've got people from all over the region, or all over the state and surrounding states. Tell me just a little bit about the equipment. Does it take a special bike to ride in the mountain bike competition?
Well, you have to have a mountain bike, obviously.
Okay, good.
The mountain bike has to have 2 working brakes by the rules, and that's about all there is to it as far as the rules go. But most riders have a bike that costs anywhere from a few $100s up to several $1,000s, depending on their ability level and their interests and their pocketbook.
Yeah,
but
right.
The bike has a lot of gears. In most cases it has 9 gears on the back and 3 on the front. That gives you a combination of about 27, sometimes up to 30 gears that you can choose from. They have some good brakes for stopping on the downhills. Most of our bikes that race have a front suspension fork. That is to take away the shock and travel about 3 or 4 inches as you hit the bumps. And a lot of our racers use a full suspension bike, which also has the shock in the rear.
And so as long as you can stop, you've got 2 brakes, you can customize it however you want.
Yeah, it's pretty unlimited. Okay. You can have different wheel sizes. There's a couple different choices that riders are using these days, 26 and 29 inch. And we have a lot of gear. Some ride single speed with only 1 gear on purpose so that they don't have to mess with the problems that sometimes happen with shifters.
Okay. And racers today, you'll have winners, but how does that go toward the annual competition?
This race is the 4th in a series of 7.
Okay.
And we take the best 5 scores throughout the year, and we combine those into a point system. We get 200 points for first place in the category, and then we work down 199. At the end of the year, we take the best 5, we total those up, and the winners of each category will receive a series champion jersey, along with some other recognition that goes along with that as being the state champion for mountain biking in Indiana.
Okay, good. Brian, tell me just a little bit about the race itself and about the course. The riders aren't out on flat asphalt riding down the roads or anything. What is the track like today?
This course is one of our more challenging courses. Okay. It's got some hills. None of the hills are so steep that a decent rider couldn't ride up them. And same thing with the downhills. Most of our riders can get down them just fine. They're safe. However, there are some good ups and downs, and there's some rough sections. This is a rocky area of the state, so we got a lot of rock out here that they have to deal with. There's some roots on the trail. It's all a natural surface dirt trail, so there's a lot of obstacles out there that they deal with as they race through the course.
And how long have you been working with Dino, and how long have you been coming here to Muscatatuck?
I started with Dino in 2001. That's when I took over the ownership and management, and we started coming here, I believe it was our 2nd year, 2002, that we came here for the first time. And we've been racing here ever since.
Wow, it says a lot for the park and their dedication to helping provide a course. Is the course the same every year?
The course is not exactly the same every year. We use the same general course, but the people who maintain and build the trails here have done a lot of work in improving them. So from year to year, there are sections of the trail that have been improved, either for safety or for sustainability. They're designed so that they don't erode. So the trail has improved greatly over the last years.
If somebody wants to learn a little bit more about Dino and about the competitions and where you're going to be, where can they go online to find out more information?
Right. Our website is dinoseries.com. It's D-I-N-O series.com.
Okay.
And our phone number is 317-336-7553.
Great. How many people do you think we're going to have today racing?
I'm anticipating we'll have close to 300 people. Our bigger races draw 300 in that range, so I think we'll be close to that today with the great trail conditions that we have.
So we got a lot of Cat 1 racers. Will the Cat 2 racer, will there be more of them this afternoon?
The Cat 3, at this particular race, we tend to draw a lot of our Cat 1 and Cat 2. Those are our upper 2 levels. The Cat 3 races tend to be a little smaller at this course. It's a little bit more challenging.
Sure.
So some of them may shy away from it, but with the great conditions today, we don't know. We might have a really good field all around.
Of the different racers that we have, what kind of an age range do we have? Do you have a kids category? I know we've got Cat 1, Cat 2. We've got a women's category. What other kind of categories do you race?
In our main racing, where they race the whole course, we do have a junior division, and we have categories in there that are, we have some racers in there that are as young as 8 or 9 that race in that occasionally, depending on the course. We have a kids race that's free. It's 3:30 p.m. each race day, and it's a free event. It's very short and easy to get kids introduced to the sport.
I saw a young one. I don't know how old or young he was, but he had training wheels on his mountain bike.
Yeah.
So I know they're getting him started already,
Yeah,
and they're going to be ready to race him
probably
soon.
gearing up for that kids race, and they do use training wheels sometimes in the kids race.
I think it's great. We did an Ibo Archery Shoot not too long ago, and they had a kids category. I'd never seen such small compound bows, so it's kind of nice to see. It is a family event.
It's a great family event. There's a lot of fathers and sons that do this in particular, and we have a variety of ages all the way up into 60-year-olds that still race, and we have the young ones, as we mentioned. So it's a lifetime sport. It's not an extreme sport. A lot of people have the impression that mountain biking is an extreme sport, but it's really a lifestyle sport. You can do it your whole life.
It's not like you're going to be jumping off of cliffs or doing big modals like in skiing or anything.
You don't have to. You can pick courses that are more moderate, and most of our race courses do not have those big obstacles that you're talking about.
Brian, where else in Indiana do you have your races, and what would you say is your most challenging race?
Well, the most challenging race depends on the rider. Some riders find that the big climbs of a place like French Lick or Brown County State Park, they find those more challenging. Other people might find this course to be more challenging because it's rocky and rooty, and it's called technically challenging when
Technically
it's like that.
challenging. I think I would have trouble with both, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
some are a combination.
So we've got technically challenging, we've got uphills, vertical gains, and where all? We got French Lick, we got Brown County. Where else do you have your races?
Yeah. Besides those two, and here we have one in Versailles State Park. Those are our southern races.
Okay.
We have one in Indianapolis. That's our finale. And in northern Indiana, we race in Logansport and at Winona Lake.
Okay. Well, good. So you do get spread out around the state.
We do.
We're drawing people from other states to come into the races, and we've got different levels. We've got different categories, and it just becomes a family outing. Like I said, we're here 4th of July weekend. We've got people camping. We've got people enjoying the beautiful weather, and they're racing at different levels. Right. So it really is a great outdoor adventure for the family.
It is.
Well, good. Well, stick with us, and we'll be back with some more BMX mountain bike racing here at Muscatatuck Park on Indiana Outdoor Adventures. Lost River Jet Boat Excursions, offering exciting and enjoyable boating adventures on the forks of the White River. Climb aboard the Lost River Jet Boat and fly up the river, stopping to enjoy wildlife and scenic Indiana. We launched near McCormick's Creek and Spring Mill State Parks, French Lick, and Patoka Lake. For more information or to book your trip today, call 888-733-6883 or visit us online at www.lostriversllc.com.
All natural beef, pork, and poultry raised right here in southern Indiana. Preferred Meats of Sellersburg is a full-service butcher shop providing quality meat products with no chemical preservatives or growth hormones. Our family-owned business raises and buys all of our products locally. We offer a full range of natural aged beef, gourmet burgers, homemade sausage, and a full line of Boar's Head Deli products. Located in the Hometown Plaza at the corner of Charleston Road and State Road 60. Hillbilly Custom Game Calls, offering the finest and precision-made diaphragm mouth calls for wild turkey hunting. Each call is handmade and gauge-stretched for exact tension each and every time. Select from double and triple reed calls like you've never heard before. We also have an assortment of handmade wood box calls, glass and slate top pot calls, and predator calls that will make us your source
for all of your custom game call needs. Look for us online at www.hillbillygamecalls.com.